We got to Division 1 with this team. We're going to show you the formation and custom tactics on how we did it and how you guys can implement them into your game. Getting to Division 1 at the minute is proving to be a bit of a task for a lot of players. Everyone started in Division 10 and everyone's making their way up. The pros are now hitting that Elite League and competing against each other there, with a few people also still in Division 1. We run a Road to Glory on PlayStation 5, which means that we have no money spent on the account. We stream it over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst, 8 AM UK time. You guys get involved, help me pick the team and see the rivals game and all that sort of stuff. But we wanted to get to Division 1 and we're aiming to get to the Elite League as quick as we can. We're competing against some very good FIFA players. It's very difficult with an account, obviously, which has got no money spent on. We use the 4-3-2-1 all the way up until Division 3. I know a lot of you guys are wondering that. What's happened to the 4-3-2-1? I still think it is one of the best formations in the game right now, especially going forward. There's so many runners, it creates lots of options. However, when I started to get to Division 2, it started to get more difficult. We're facing Ronaldo's, Mbappe's, Neymar's, Messi's, unbelievable teams all the time. It's very, very difficult for me. I had to adapt, I had to change. So the 4-2-3-1 is the formation that we're going to be taking a look at today. And this is what got me to Division 1 so far and is what I'm using to push on to the Elite Division. Now on your screen, we can see that we have got a different team. I did make some changes to the team. I will show you where we are in Division Rivals so you've got proof of what it is. There is our division. And we're currently in that rank 2, trying to push on to get that rank 1 and then to the Elite League and done and dusted. All right. So that's where it is at the minute. But we changed the team purely because I felt the defense was a little bit lacking. I wanted some more pace and physical. And that's kind of why we did it. And also, I've used the same team since day one, really. So that made more sense to me just to try something else. Let's go ahead and talk you through the 4-2-3-1 custom tactics. Just a reminder, we use game plans. I know you guys have been asking about that. I start in the 4-5-1 formation. I do not play the 4-5-1. I use the game plans. And at the minute, I have the 4-3-2-1, the 4-1-2-1-2, and the 3-4-1-2 as my other game plans. And ultra defensive is 4-2-3-1. I'm working on a narrow formation as we speak. Bear with me on that. We'll have one of them come in over the next week or so. So the 4-2-3-1 narrow, this is how I have it set up, you know, with this team that I've got. In the previous one, I had Isaac up front, Dembele cam, Carrasco right attacking mid, Depay left attacking mid, and then obviously everyone else in their set positions. Why have I switched to this formation, first of all? It is so much more sounder defensively, in the middle of the park, attacking. It works a lot better for me at the minute, especially against the teams that I'm coming up against. I'm probably looking to average 55 to 60% possession against the opponent. I really try and work and break them down. And that is why it is so crucial for me. And that is what's got me to Division 1. Let's talk you through them. So we run pressure on heavy touch. I was running balanced originally on my 4-2-3-1. And I just felt I didn't have the pressing ability that I like. Because you only have one striker, it's very difficult to press the defenders, press the centre-backs. It's very easy for them to pass it around their two centre-backs should they wish to. Having press on heavy touch has the ability for me to win the ball back high up the pitch without sacrificing too much defensive structure. If you have maybe a very good team, very good defensive line who are quick and strong, you may want to go press on possession loss because, again, you'll win the ball back even more. However, bearing in mind, this formation is what I start the game in. And because I start the game in that, I don't want to give up an unnecessary goal by trying to press in the 12th minute when there's no need, you know? So you use what you think works for you. And just a reminder, all these tactics and formations that I talk about and release are suited to you and your playstyle. Take inspiration from them, take ideas from them, and adapt them to your own thing. So press on heavy touch is what we run there. 45 width is what we run in defense. I spoke about this in previous custom tactics videos so far on FIFA 22. We don't want our defensive line to be really wide because you're going to get punished with the through balls in between those centre-backs and around those centre-backs. But you don't want them too narrow that you give up too much space out on the wing. So I'm running 45 width at the minute. It seems to work quite well for me. You will find sometimes they'll get room on the wing and you need to pull that fullback out to go and pressure a little bit quicker. But as a whole, I'm really, really happy with that width. Depth. I'm running a higher depth. Reason being, I want my defensive line to sit high naturally. I really, really do. I hate, I don't like how on FIFA 22 your defenders track attackers all the way into your 18-yard box. I find it really infuriating. It really, really does frustrate me. I want a higher depth. I don't think whether you run 60 depth or 100 depths make much of a difference this year. 60 just seems to be okay. Remember, depth is not when you have the ball. It's only when you don't have the ball, okay? And it's technically how quick your defensive line goes deep when the opponent has the ball. If you play one depth, as soon as your opponent picks up the ball, your defense will run all the way back and say, I do not want you getting in behind, so I'm going to run all the way back. Build up play. Now, this is actually the first time I'm using that this year, and I'm having a lot of success with it. Is slow build up. Players will support more in the attacking build up play rather than going on forward runs. This means that when you're holding the ball in the middle of the park and you say you're inside your own defensive area, your players aren't going to run away from you. They're probably going to show short. They're probably going to show for a simple pass. Do be mindful. This can lead you open to being pressed quite easily. So if you do get pressed, go for that L1 triangle, LBY on Xbox, over the top. Look to get it into the wingman or the tall striker, whoever you have, and look to execute that. For chance creation, I've really been enjoying forward runs. This tactic pushes forward deep into attacking areas, but if you lose possession, you find yourself open to a counter-attack. Bearing in mind, this is only when you hit the final third, really. This is when you get into that attacking area, obviously for the opponent. So this is when you're in your own half. That's when you get into that final third. I run 65 width. I don't want too narrow. I feel like width is a very big key part to how I play at the minute. I'm using a lot of the wings, and the reason being is you can really draw teams out when you use the wing play. If you go in the middle, it's very easy for them to stay tight and compact. If you use the wings, they'll commit a fullback and probably a centre mid. Then you work it back into the middle, and you find that pass into the middle, and you've got more room to execute in. When it comes to players in box, I'm currently running 5 on this, which is very neutral. 5 on this. Very neutral. And what it allows me to do is hold the ball on the edge, move the ball around, look for that finesse shot on the edge of the box, and then find that killer pass into the striker. I'm not looking to get my 2 centre mids inside the box. I'm not looking to get my right attacking mid inside the box. I'm looking to get my striker and cam inside the box, and that's it. If I need more men in the box, what I'll be doing is I'll be grabbing my winger, my right attacking mid, my left attacking mid, and I'll be running to the byline and looking for that cut back across, that sweat across the face of goal, and that's kind of the players in box that I'd use. 1 corners, 1 free kick. Do not let yourself get countered. You'll find on corners, your two defenders will be really split far apart, and the through ball through the middle is really easy. Make sure you just don't let that happen. All right. I will go over this because someone got confused in the previous custom tactics video on if I don't go over something, it means I haven't got anything on them. So the goalkeeper's balanced. My 2 centre backs completely balanced. I've not changed them. My right back and left back stay back while attacking. Use them manually, please. You have to use them. Don't just expect to be able to attack with your forwards and score goals. Use your fullbacks. Just make sure that you're being very particular about when you bring them forward and when not. All right. Right DM. Cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover centre. Left DM, cut passing, cover centre. Just completely balanced on that one, other than cover centre. I want a defensive mid to be back at all times, to break up the counter, to make it difficult for the opponent to try and break through. You can have both of these on stay back while attacking if you want. If you really want to be safe and secure to see out that lead, just be mindful. Obviously, you need to trigger runs yourself manually, and you need to get players involved. On all of the forwards at the minute, I have them on completely balanced. I used to have these on getting to the box across here, which is what I normally run. I've just been leaving them on balance at the minute, letting them make their own decision on what they want to do. On the striker, stay central, stay forward. Reason being for the stay central, I want him to be the middleman, and I'm looking for a pass into the striker, and I'm looking for those 2 runs from those right attacking mid, left attacking mid to go over me, and I want that LBYY, the L1 triangle. That works really, really well. If Martinez goes out to the wing, I don't get that option, so I want to keep him stay central. Stay forward because strikers sit back so deep this year. It's absolutely crazy. Stay forward just helps them stay forward a little bit more. So that's what I've been using in terms of in-game. As I said, the kind of 3 tips that I'm kind of going to give is to make sure you use attacking patterns with your triangles. Link up with your fullbacks and use the cam, use the DMs or your right attacking mid, left attacking mid, and basically pass the ball from the fullback to the right attacking mid. Send him on a run when you lay the ball back from the winger. Then get the ball into the middle to the centre mid, and then look for that over the top through ball to the winger. Right, that works really, really well in the 4-2-3-1. The second tip would be to ensure that you're using the byline, as I said. using those wingers to really attack and look for that swept back across. That works really well. We'll have a video coming on that very soon on specifically how to get into that position. And then when you've got the ball with your right attacking mid and left attacking mid, try and have left footers on the right side and the right footers on the left side to look for that finesse shot. The finesse shot outside the box at the minute is one of the strongest things. Make sure you use it to your advantage because it is very good. All right. That is the 4-2-3-1. That is what's got me to Division 1. I really enjoyed using the formation and I'm looking forward to carry on using it over the next few weeks. It's safe, it's sound, it's one of the most secure things that I think you can use as a FIFA player. Let me know how you find it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, your support has been greatly appreciated. Come on over to the Twitch channel. Come and get involved on there. Say hello. If you are looking to pick up a copy of our ebook, all Twitch subscribers do get that as well. So you can use an Amazon Prime, which is completely free, or a tier 1 sub if you're looking to pick up the ebook, which we mentioned in the video a few days back. Thank you all for watching, though. I appreciate you. I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye-bye.